What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. You got the Kizer Huldra here, and this thing it's kind of odd. I'll admit it's odd, but it is pretty like legit, like not bad. Like there's one thing that bugs me. I'll let you know what it is towards the middle, but this thing is pretty dope. It's nice. It's kind of cool too. It really is. It's cool looking. It reminds me of like a utility knife, just because the blade shape, like it's definitely a Warncliffe. Is what it is, but it's definitely got that nice angle part right there. No curve, no nothing. It's just straight, and yeah, there's no curved part of that blade except for the troll right there. It's all straight edges. Kind of cool. Not bad overall looking though. It is kind of like a stone wash type black finish on the handle, titanium, so it's not bad. I like my titanium. And the blade is also like a stone wash Warncliffe blade, like I said, with the black obviously finish. And it's got that S35 VN. Bam, there you go. So let's get into the meat of this thing. This thing has definitely got its ways of opening it. I would say it's got one, two. You got your finger hole right there, and it's also, I don't know what you want to call this. It's almost like a freaking huge fuller in a way. I don't know what that necessarily is, but they have it all the way across. So I thought it was a fuller, but I'm like, nah, it's all the way out there, and then it's so wide. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. But the cool thing about this, I can use that fuller. I can flip it open from right here, like all the way open. See? So that's kind of, so I'm gonna say the fuller thing is the fourth way of opening this thing, and I'm not gonna lie, every way is very smooth to open this thing. Like it's nice. Detent's not too bad. It's a little light, but I don't mind light. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't mind a stiff detent or a light detent. It really doesn't matter. Um, because I can always finagle with it too if I need to. But I don't mind either way. Like it just depends on the knife too, in my opinion. Some knives I like better with a light detent, others with a tougher detent. You know what I mean? Um, but this, like, it's great opening any way you can, any way you want to. Like I said, very smooth anyway, which I was kind of surprised by. I had problems I thought at first, kind of with the front flipper, but it kind of grew on me, and I finally found my way to do it. You got some jimping right there on the rear flipper tab, and then you have the jimping up here, which I wish it was a little smaller. Not a big deal though, just my preference. I wish it was a little smaller so it'd be easier to flip it open. It's not, doesn't make it really like any harder, but I just like a little bit better grip right there. But it works not bad for jimping up top when you're just cutting and stuff like that. I wish it was a little farther out too, but that's preference, you know. Pocket clip's a little odd, but not bad. I liked it. It was odd, but I liked it. I like that it's like deep carry. So that's what I thought was nice. Um, Not reversible though. It's not reversible, so that kind of stinks. Yeah, they did something cool by making it like deep carry, but they didn't make it reversible, so that kind of sucks. But that's all right, I guess. It's all right. I'll live. But pocket clips overall pretty nice. The handles are skeletonized on the inside, as you can see right there. So it makes it a little lighter. Like I said, it is titanium, so it will be a little bit of weight, but that helps out with it. It is a frame lock, and this one I do not have any problems with. Some knives I have problems with the frame locks. Um, just depends on the knife. Usually it's one with thumb studs on them, and it comes with the thumb flick. But this one's not too bad because it's a little thinner. So and plus I can keep my fingers. Plus it's a little thinner right here, but it's a little thicker right there, so I can get my fingers on some real estate. Is what I like to say, and I can flick it open if I need to. But nice knife overall. Like it's really not bad. It's definitely kind of cool. Worth your money. It's $150. If you want something that you can really do some work in, like get those little notches and like do some real like tiny work, fine work, I guess you could say. This it's not bad. It'd be great for you. Definitely sharp, like you got, like I said, you got that S35BN, so not too bad. Let's check some lengths for you real quick. The cutting edge is going to be about 3.1, so it's a little bit longer. And overall, without the pocket clip, is about 7.8. 7.5, and over like the with the pocket clip is about 7.8, 7.85. Let me kind of do it this way. See if I can get that a little better. Yeah, so it's going to be about 7.9 for the overall with the pocket clip, because like I said, the pocket clip does come out a little ways. But I like it. I like the overall parts of this. I guess the knife is one thing I'm going to get into right now. This little hump right here, like it felt good, but in some ways it doesn't also, just because this hump right here. I don't know why that's necessarily there. I feel like they could take that out some. I feel like it's just got a little too much to it. And I guess, and almost maybe they wanted to make it look like this, like more flush, like streamlined, you know what I mean? Going straight across. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what they were kind of going for, that streamlined look, I guess. I don't know. Because obviously you have lines. This is definitely lines type of knife. You got one line going this way straight, except with a couple little curves right here, and like this. I felt like maybe that's what they were going for, but I'm not for sure. And I never really found out what these were for. I think they're just like design looks, stuff like that, because they don't really serve a purpose for like hand grip, texturing, make sure you don't slip or anything like that. So I think they're just for look, obviously. But yeah, this thing just kind of, I guess that's what it was for, is maybe look. That's why it's out. But I feel like it's in the way some, and that's my only problem. Like, I don't think it would cause me any problems cutting. It's just not necessarily the most comfortable for my pinky finger. But it's something I could live with, you know? Like, I'm not going to complain too much about it. So that's my only drawback on it. But it's not really much of a drawback anyway, because I would still get this thing just because it is nice for what it is. 150 bucks, not bad. There's much more expensive knives out there for that I would consider worth less value, in my opinion. Um, I got the scale or the links for you. Let's check the screws real quick, because there's no screws right here. There's only screws on this side, which I thought was kind of cool. Again, it kind of streamlines the look. Like, it looks good, like without all the screws and everything like that. I thought so, in my opinion. T8, 8, and these are going to be T6. No, those are T8 too. Crap. Okay, Kizer, I see you. I see you, Huldra. T8 for everything. That's top notch. I like that. Let's get a weight real quick for you. I don't know how much this is going to be. I'm going to say 4.1. 4.1. How about we turn it on, though? Not look like a fool. 4.1. So, okay, so it's 4 exact. Not bad. It's really not too bad. Like I said, I've got heavier knives, so not a bad knife overall. That's all I really have for it. Not bad. You got 4 ways to open this thing. Super nice. Super sleek. And that's all I got. If you have any comments or questions, leave it down in the comment section. And if you liked the video, just leave a thumbs up. Thanks.